Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, aka Mind Body Bronx. But when we do tarot, we do the tarot intro. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna just pick and choose. Whenever I feel like doing one intro, I'm gonna do that one. Okay, so I felt like doing my original intro today. So this is a very special reading. It's going to be early access. If you're watching it right now, you're watching it early access on Patreon for the Sagittarii. Shout out to Sagittarius season upon us very, very soon. If you want one of these shirts, I'll link it in the description. This is not from my shop, but I am an affiliate with this website as well. They have all the signs that this one just says Sagittarius, but they're all there, as well as I have designs on my Etsy shop as well. So check out those. Black Friday sale coming up on my Etsy shop real soon. Like, I don't know when I'm dropping this reading. This will probably be dropped on the first day of Sagittarius season. So check out the Etsy shop. Make sure you favorite it. All that's going to be in the description box on YouTube. So you can get a huge discount. Everything's going to be like 50% off. Or up to 50% off. So yeah. All right, Sagittarius. I haven't tapped into your energy in a while. As you know, I don't do tarot full time on YouTube anymore. But I do still do a lot of tarot videos on my Patreon, as well as I'm full time on TikTok and Twitter. So just shifted my platforms as well as like my outlet for what I'm doing. But let's get into it. Yeah. Let's get into this. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. What's happening for Sagittarius during Sagittarius season from November to December? What can Sagittarius placements expect? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. What's happening for Sag? Another sad love story. What's happening for Sagittarius in their season? Mommy issues. Well, what's happening for Sag in their season? What's the blunt truth? Your insecurities are showing. Alrighty. All right, let's get into that. Let's do some shadow work card pulls, all right, for Sag season. Let's see, what's the shadow work for Sagittarius? What is the shadow work popping up? Because we got mommy issues. What? The Emperor. What's the Two of Cups? Two of Cups. All right, let's see what's the shadow work. So it looks like relationships are going to be a little bit challenging for your season. Could be romantic ones in particular. Let's see what the Two of Cups says for the shadow work. Enjoy a mutual attraction and shared positive feelings with someone. Attraction and connection. Okay, so this being in your shadow work side, there's like something blocking you from having a mutual connection with somebody or sharing a mutual connection in your season. But why? Let's see what the Emperor says. What is the Emperor saying? So this is the divine masculine, the power of self-discipline and law protection by establishing boundaries and taking responsibilities, authority, the rule maker, order, stability, and the divine masculine. All right, we need to get some more information about what's happening here for you with your relationships. And the mommy issues card is coming out. Alrighty, so let's get into some everything oracle deck. These decks, or this deck, is also on my Etsy shop. Will also be discounted for Black Friday, so check it out. A lot of you have already purchased it. My everything oracle. All right, so what's happening for Sagittarius in November to December for their season? Why is another sad love story here and their insecurities are showing? What's happening? Oops. What's happening for Sag? Crying or release, addiction or codependency, vacation. What's happening for Sagittarius in November, December? Liar. What's happening? There's someone better. What is this? What's happening? There's a lot going on in these cards, y'all. I'm confused. I'm already confused. Child, what y'all got going on? Okay, so there's two ways I can kind of read this here. For one, you have recognition, you have new job or increase. So for some of you, you may be getting a new job or something is happening in the realm of career that your career is going up, accelerating here. But this could affect your relationships, or maybe there's people that aren't on board with you in your career, or you getting a new career or having to be more into career. Maybe that's affecting your relationships. That's one way I'm looking at it here. You have letters in name, RK, I, or J. This can be letters in your name or letters in someone else's name. But then over here you have there's someone better. You have addiction or codependency, and then you have reconcile. This is where they lost me. That lost me. Let me see. Can we get into there's someone better for Sagittarius? What is there someone better in regards to Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? So it could be there's somebody better than an Earth sign for you, or there's somebody, there's an Earth sign that is better. I don't know. All right, there's someone better. What else? Reconcile for Sag. Fling, ex or past love. This is the one. What is this? What is this reading already? What is this? I need to get a little bit more blunt truth. I'm trying to figure out, why is it sad? What's the sad part about it? The sad love story. This is interesting. I haven't done a reading like this for you guys in a very long time. I don't know what's happening in all the transits. I know we got a Gemini full moon that's opposing you, but I don't know what else is happening in your season here that things are kind of going crazy like this. I don't know if it's because Saturn is in Pisces, squaring your Sag placements, or what. Okay. But it could be, I don't see like the third party card hasn't come out yet, but there's something here with a past person. Okay. Past ex or past love. I'm pretty sure we have another Mercury retrograde happening December, so it could be something with somebody from your past coming back around, or you reconciling with somebody here. Or maybe you try to reconcile and it doesn't work. Now, this doesn't have to just be romantic. Keep in mind, it can be friendship as well. Because, sad love story sounds romantic, but it can be like a love you have for a friend, right? So keep that in mind. You have liar, right? You have liar here. It's kind of giving me that some of you are trying to give something or somebody another chance, right? And you're trying to reconcile with this person, or you're trying to see if things change or get better before you're just like, you just call it quits. And then it's like you might stay in this cycle of like ending up disappointed because things just kind of go back to how they were, or they don't really get serious, right? So for those of you that are single, you have fling, ex or past love. You may like hook back up with an ex, or you may like suddenly reconnect with them, but it doesn't really go anywhere. So that's where another sad love story is coming in. And this could be very triggering or hurtful to you. Your insecurities are showing because it's not going where you want it to go. So, which is why the Two of Cups is kind of in your shadow side. Now, let's get some more information with the tarot. We need more details. This is still a big picture thing. What's happening here for Sagittarius in Sag season? All right, what's happening? Can you tell us more about what's happening with this relationship storyline? Two of Cups again. We got two twos of cups. What's happening in this storyline? What's happening in this storyline? Now, this could be a storyline of self-sabotage as well. I don't know yet. Let me see. What's happening with this love or these relationships for Sagittarius in Sag season? What's happening? Can you tell us more about what's happening for Sagittarius? There's the Three of Cups. There's the third party card in reverse. What else is happening for Sag? For some of you, it could be trying to decide between two people, two friends, two jobs, two romantic interests. What else? Why is this? Can you get more information on this Three of Cups reverse and the Two of Cups? Three of Cups reverse and the Two of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Okay. So the thing is, right, when people challenge us or trigger us, and you guys have gotten this message a lot in the past. This can be for friends. This can be for family. This can be for romance. Your insecurities are showing. Sometimes we have a tendency to like run away, right? Like if our insecurities are showing, we're like, oh, I'm not good enough for this person. Oh, this person has way more going on than me. They're smarter than me. They're more developed than me. They're more mature than me. And then we run away, right? So you can be experiencing something like that here, whether that's in your relationship or that's in your friendships or that's in wherever. And this can also be the other person's feeling that way, where you may be tempted to like abandon a situation or go towards something else that feels more familiar to you, even if that's not the best thing, even if that's not healthy for you, which can kind of put you in a little bit of a messy situation here with the Three of Cups in reverse, because there is showing like some insecurities here with the Queen of Wands reverse and the King of Wands reverse. This is fire, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. There's some insecurities popping up. I don't know in regards to particularly what. That's going to depend on everybody's individual situations. Anything else here? What's happening in December? What's coming towards Sag? Nine of Swords. Okay. Okie dokie. So yeah, there's anxiety here. Overthinking here. Like this could be, like I said, either you on your end where you're like the one that's having a lot of insecure thoughts, like, what if I'm not good enough for somebody, right? What if I'm not the best person? Or what if there is somebody better for me? Or what if there's just a lot of what if, and a lot of like thinking about the future and a lot of trying to figure things out. So we're in a little bit of a whirlwind here, Sag. Let's see what else we can pull from this mess, because this is actually, it's pretty messy. You guys don't usually have messy readings, but for some reason, December looks a little messy. It looks a little messy. You know, whether you have one foot out the door in a situation or you're like kind of just feeling a bit triggered by somebody or something. That's what it's really looking like to me. Or somebody's triggered by you. So it can be either way. Either you're the one that's like, I gotta get out of here because of XYZ, or somebody's like, somebody else is like, I can't do it. It's too much pressure. So what is the Oracle of Pluto have to say for Sag? That came out right away. Spider. Let's see what Spider is talking about. This is my new deck that I've been using. I don't know any of the cards in them. I've only used a few because they're like different animals. So it's pretty cool. But, it takes me some time to find the card I'm looking for. So bear with me here. Here it is. Spider, weaving your own destiny, creative. This is what it looks like. The spider is the ultimate creator, tapping into its inner genius to weave the perfect web required to entangle its prey. Free from any outside influence of how the web should be, the spider relies solely on its own wants, needs, desires to achieve its goals. Like the snake and eagle, the spider is another symbol that has permeated cultures and spiritual communities throughout history. Regardless, oh wait, take that as an affirmation that you are deep into your spiritual initiation and indeed along the right path. Regardless, the spider asks us about our own inner genius. We all have one, and it's likely that yours is beginning to come out. Relinquish the the traps of perfectionism, comparison, and admiration. Cut off and cut out any outside distractions that do not feed the authenticity of your inner genius. Whatever it is that is waiting to be unleashed from within is perfect just the way it is. Consider that concepts such as good, bad, ugly, pretty are subjective and often reductive labels that have nothing to offer something raw and powerful. Further reflection, the ancient Greeks coined the word daemon, which refers to the genius of an individual. It is believed that each of us has a daemon, and it is helpful or benevolent spirits that helps us to nourish the genius. If you could pinpoint your daemon, what would it be? Write a letter, introduce yourself, make it an offering. Alrighty. So, another kind of perspective I have on relationships being a theme for you, Sag, it could be that, some people aren't recognizing your talents, your abilities, your genius, whatever, especially if you're a projector, you need that from people, from whoever, friends, lovers, family. And it can be sad because you're like realizing, okay, certain people don't give me that recognition that I need. Or it could be another situation where certain people are trying to challenge you and you don't feel like you are good enough. So then that makes you get defensive. It causes, controversy within you because you're like, okay, how am I going to live up to this potential or this person, being better than me? Are you putting people on a pedestal? So again, it can go either way. What else do we have for Sag? What is here for Sagittarius to surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during the both hard, easy times. Keep turning to more joy. So I was thinking about this Emperor card here because the Emperor card can be about control, but not in like a domineering, overpowering, possessive type of way. It's about learning to be in control of yourself, also by just asserting strong boundaries and not trying to control what other people think or do. So that can be where relationships are getting a little bit tricky because if you're trying to make somebody see things from your point of view, surrender your need to always be right was at the bottom. You're trying to force connections. You're trying to force other people to understand. Then, it will end up being a tragedy. So if people are not understanding, and Mercury is in Sagittarius. While people are not understanding, let them have their opinion and you have yours. On the contrary, also consider where you're trying to be too pushy and push your opinions onto people, push your perspectives onto people, being judgmental, being a little harsh. And then that'll show you like, okay, yeah, I need to chill out a little bit. So what's the advice for Sag with this energy? So I'm not saying that some of you are self-sabotaging by, your insecurities of like your own competence or your own confidence is like you're projecting onto somebody else if they're not understanding you or you feel like they're trying to belittle you or something. It's like it's not what you say all the time, it's how you say it. So, there could be some communication issues here with that. Or you're like, you think somebody means one thing or somebody thinks you mean one thing and they don't or you don't. So, Mercury and Sag, it's not really the best time. Mercury doesn't like to be in Sagittarius. It does not. All right. So what is advice? What's the advice What's the advice for Sag in their season? Here's some advice for Sagittarius. You know, some people may also be a little bit committed to misunderstanding you. So that's the thing. And if people are committed to misunderstanding you, then that is your sign that it's time to cut them off or stop talking to them. Anything else for Sagittarius? It also looks like a time where you're meant to really start getting more focused. Can we clarify the Seven of Wands and the Empress? Ooh. The Death card. Scorpio. Why is Death card here? All right. Yeah, I see some of you ending a cycle here where maybe you have been trying to get people to understand you or see you or hear you, and it's like you're just talking to a brick wall. You're falling on deaf ears. And so it could be another situation that came up with that, or like it's revealed that somebody's still not hearing you or understanding you. Right? So that's where the Death card comes in, and you're like letting go of convincing people of anything, right? And you're not trying to argue, and you're not going back and forth, and you're not trying to win at all costs anymore. It's like, okay, you feel how you feel, I'm gonna let you feel like that. I'm not going back and forth. Or you're just like, I'm just going to say my piece, or I'm going to let bygones be bygones, or if I gotta cut you off, then that means I gotta cut you off. But at the same time, we can't forget that your insecurities are showing. So it's like sometimes we do get defensive and we take things personally, and then we do things prematurely in the heat of a moment when we feel like we're being attacked. So we're not always being attacked. Not always. That's where the discernment part is going to be tricky for you. You're going to have to discern, okay, are you being too sensitive? But like, am I reading this the wrong way, or am I taking it too personally? And then how am I going to approach that? Sometimes you just need to step back for a minute, Virgo energy. You need to retreat. You need to go within and be like, okay, this thing that is bothering me, this thing where I feel like I'm not being heard, seen, blah, 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 blah. Like, does that have more to do with me, or does that have more to do with them? So it can be one or the other. It can be both. But this is where there's going to be a lot of like trial and error, and then needing to be more discerning and going within, going into your intuition and figuring out like what parts of you or what people really are triggering your insecurities. And it's not because they're doing or saying anything necessarily, versus what people are actually doing and saying things that are belittling to you and that really trigger you and really hurt you, or where you just thinking that that's happening. So, that's where the trickiness comes in. But I believe you can do it. I believe in you, Sag. So let me know if that reading resonated with you, if it connected to anybody. Remember, this is for November to December, so it may not have happened yet. But think about that. Am I taking it too personally, or am I really being attacked, or do I just feel like I am being attacked, but I'm not? Who knows? All right. Thanks all for watching. If the rest resonated for you, let me know in the comments down below. I am at REBRANDED and MINDBODYBRONX on everything.